with advocates.
New York City mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani has a message for President Trump. Take a listen.
I will not be a mayor like Mayor Adams, who will call you to figure out how to stay out of jail. I won't be a disgraced governor like Andrew Cuomo, who will call you to ask how to win this election. I can do those things on my own. I will, however, be a mayor who's ready to speak at any time to lower the cost of living. That's the way that I'm going to lead this city. That's the partnership I want to build, not only with Washington, D.C., but anyone across this country.
So the political newcomer is leading former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo and Republican Curtis Sliwa by double digits in the latest polls, heading into tonight's first of two debates ahead of next month's election. Back with me, of course, Jonathan Capehart, and now MSNBC's Michael Steele, co-host of the weeknight. Good to have you both here. So, Jonathan, first question to you. Is Mamdani making the right call, bringing the president into this race, making this about national politics?
Well, sure. One, just think about where he was delivering that message on Fox News. It's news, New York City voters, but by talking directly to the president about what it is he would want to work with him on, he is taking the president on in terms of the president has made it, clear that he doesn't like Mamdani. He doesn't want Mamdani to become the next mayor of New York City, and Mamdani is facing that head on. But then he's facing it head on by saying to the president, look, you ran on lowering prices and affordability. That's exactly what I'm running on, and basically why he won the Democratic nomination for mayor. And if, Mr. President, if you want to work on that, I'm here for it. Let's go. So I thought it was very smart, among many smart things that Zohran Mamdani has done in this general election campaign.
So, Michael, in just the last 24 hours, we saw $1 million donation from pro-Trump billionaire Bill Ackman to an anti-Mamdani super PAC. So talk about the national importance of the New York City mayor's race.
I guess there's national importance. I'm sure a lot of people think this is a municipal race. Yeah, New York City is a big deal in the scheme of other cities, I guess. But the reality remains the fact that you've got millions of dollars flowing in from these third party sources, that Republicans seems to be losing their crap over Mamdani and saying all these things about him. Says more about the man himself running than the city, the race. It is about the fact that he comes outside of the political system. So it's the thinking is it's easy to demagogue against him and demonize him as something that he may or may not be. He's a communist, he's a socialist, he's outside the order of things. And the interesting thing about that, the order is being itself deconstructed by Donald Trump. The order of things is being upended by the very man and his allies who seemingly want to go after the guy who is outside the system. So I find that to be very, very intriguing in that regard. Look, at the end of the day, Mamdani, if he wins, is going to have to do like every other mayor of New York, and that is figure out how to govern. The things that he's proposed and says he wants, while he's saying he wants to cut the cost money. Yeah. So, that's the reality that New Yorkers are having to deal with and how they balance that. Everybody else is trying to inject themselves into a race that at the end of the day is going to fit within the order of things, even though the players outside the system, Donald Trump et al., are themselves trying to disrupt that order.
But, Michael, has Mamdani done a good job with making it about issues and less about him, at least among New Yorkers? He talks about how he goes down the street and someone will just shout out one of his slogans, but it's an issue slogan. They'll just say, free buses. And he likes that. He says it's not about me, it's about the issues.
That's true. But here's the little thing about issues. You got to implement them. You got to govern around them. And so, yeah, someone shouting out free fill in the blank. Nothing's free. So, I'm sorry, I was lieutenant governor of state. There are a lot of things that we campaigned on that the reality of governing changes the way you govern. So all of a sudden, free has a price tag. And what happens 8 months when he's looking at his polling and he's at 32% approval because he hasn't delivered free? Because he's got to reconcile free with the with the city council. He's got to reconcile free with the governor of the state. He's got to reconcile free with the millionaires and other very wealthy New Yorkers who pay the majority of the taxes in the state, in the city. So this is, you know, campaigning is one thing. The reality of Mamdani is he's offering a pathway that's different, and that's good. That's refreshing. I'd like to see him close the deal and reconcile the free with the price tag that's awaiting, you know, whether it's healthcare, grocery stores, whatever it is, it's on his agenda.
He's going to have to put his money where his mouth is, so to speak.
Something like that.
So, Jonathan, I want to play another pretty striking moment from that Fox News interview. It's a mea culpa from Mamdani for calling for the defunding of the NYPD. Listen up.
I'll apologize to police officers right here because this is the apology that I've been sharing with many rank and file officers. And I apologize because of the fact that I'm looking to work with these officers. And I know that these officers, these men and women who serve in the NYPD, they put their lives on the line every single day.
So could this be his weak spot? Can Cuomo play into that by questioning, hey, why did Mamdani say that in the first place?
I mean, Cuomo can try, but Cuomo is in a deep well, way behind Mamdani in the latest polls that I've seen. And I think it's also smart that Mamdani, again, on Fox News, went there and talked about what he's been talking about with members of law enforcement privately in New York City. He has to do that. Also because, and I think it demonstrates to Chairman Steele's point, it's one thing to be on the barricades outside as an activist. It's another